We are just leaving the port of Athens. It's 7 o'clock in the evening. It's an absolutely stunning evening, and we are very excited because we're going to be in Paros tomorrow. The cabin wasn't quite ready when we first arrived, so we took a couple of hours to go to the champagne bar. We got a drink, we had a good wander around, we got a good feel of the layout. So I think it's actually probably a top tip to get on slightly earlier than everyone else, because you could actually have a really good look around without feeling.
Or just turn up a little bit early. I mean, it didn't seem to be a problem. Everybody was happy to welcome us on board. But then you get the chance of being able to sit down and relax. Also to check in for different activities that you might want over the week that you're here. Even though we actually booked online beforehand. They're really good at sending us loads of information beforehand, a load of pre-reservation stuff. So I actually feel as though we've got all our restaurants and all our events and all our activities all booked before we got here. So now we can chop and change, should we choose, once we had a look around.
The average age group here is much lower than we expected. There's lots of people mid-30s and 40s, as well as slightly older age group. It's got a great vibe about it. It's okay for children too. There's not a lot of children here, but we're outside the school holidays, but there are generational families here. So we've got lots of people bringing their grandchildren and their children and dining together. So that works really well. But the feel is of sophisticated elegance, I would say, and the average age group is lower than I expected. Would you agree?
Very much so. I think we're one of the older sets.
We are, sadly. Comes to us all in the end. We've just arrived into our cabin. We're on the 7th deck, which is perfect for us. We've got just a standard ocean view cabin, which is their leading category. It's gorgeous. It feels really spacious. They've done a really great job of having this separate lounge area, and although it's really small, it actually feels really lovely and compact. It does feel as though you've got a separate bedroom and lounge area, so that's worked really well. A lot of the room is mirrored, so you've got that double whammy that it feels really spacious. The decor is really neutral colours, feels really plush and really lovely, and we've got an outdoor area where we've got 2 seats and sunbeds, so when we're actually cruising it'll be really nice to spend some time out there. There was a bottle of champagne to welcome us, some sweet treats which James has already eaten, some reusable water bottles, so everything's really sustainable here, so there's no sort of one-time use plastics, so the bottles you can take home with you. Really
We've
nice
got our security
bathroom.
briefing next, haven't we? So
Yes.
you get, there's a thing you have to go through in maritime law anyway. So we'll check out a video in a minute, and once we've had a look at that video, that clocks, and that enables us to go down at 3:30 for our security briefing, which tells us which side of the boat to jump off if it sinks.
The restaurants on board are absolutely exceptional. The food was exquisite. There are 5 dining options. They have one called Marketplace, which is what you would normally refer to as your main buffet. It's a service though, so you go up to the counter, choose what you want, and then they actually serve you. They are open for breakfast as well as other meal times. And you also have the Fil Rouge restaurant, which is the French restaurant, which is their top of the range restaurant. That's also open for breakfast. If you go there for the evening, there is a supplement. All the other restaurants are included. Marble & Co was one of our favourites. That was the steakhouse.
Yeah, always love a good steak.
Always love a good steak. And you had a favourite there, didn't you?
Yeah, the USDA American prime rib. Just to die for.
So that is a really great recommendation. The atmosphere is really lovely in there too. Sakura was the
Japanesey,
which was also really lovely.
Yeah. Very Japanese. But a take on Japanese. It's got all the different Asian cuisine mixed in together. So there is something for everybody that likes it. And just to do a taster menu there was divine.
And then last night we went to Anthology. So Anthology is the Italian restaurant, which is their newest restaurant. And we had a taster menu, so it's like little portions. We had a 7 course taster menu paired with wine, and it was to die for.
Yeah, very special. The service though is, I mean, I don't want to go home really. I think
Well, you don't think I'm going to look after you this way once we get home?
Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, everybody's just so sweet and divine and friendly. They all know your name. We walked into the restaurant, it's Mr. and Mrs. Beagrey. How do you do? You just think, hey, how do they know that amongst 600 or whatever guests that they've got on board? So
They're very, very attentive, and you definitely feel really
very
looked after.
special.
The chef
Totally
comes
spoiled.
out and talks to you. They pair all your wines for you. Really, really.
It's like
great.
going to one of the finest restaurants, but you're a regular. That's the funny thing about it. It's, you know, everybody, I'm sure lots of people go to fine dining restaurants, and occasionally you just have a Michelin star experience, 1, 2, 3, whatever it might happen to be in your life. Some people do it regularly. From our point of view, it's just the once in a blue moon for a super treat. But to be here and go to have this experience, and they know your name personally, and they treat you like you've been there all day long, just breathtaking.
Anyway, you're not going to be disappointed about the food. Crema Cafe is a great place to go meet up with your fellow travellers and friends. It's at the heart of the ship. It's really stylish. They've got comfy seats and sofas. They do great coffee and a variety of other drinks. They've got some great snacks. They've got savoury and sweet. They've got reading materials there, so you can go and pick up a book or a magazine, and they've got lovely artwork to view. And of course, all the time you're sipping that gorgeous coffee, you can see spectacular sea views. There are 3 swimming pools on board. The conservatory pool, which is in the centre of the ship, and it has a big retractable roof that goes over, so they can use it for indoor, outdoor. Loads of sunbathing area. It's the only lap pool, so it's the largest pool, and you can do your laps there, and there's a bar there for you to get served. Lots of sunbeds, so fair place to be. And then there's also the astern pool, which is at the back of the ship, and it's an infinity pool, so you're lying in the pool and there's just a glass wall to the sea. It's spectacular, absolutely stunning. And yeah, you're swimming in the pool and it feels like you're in the sea. Again, lots of sunbathing area, and they serve drinks down there too, and snacks. But then all the way around the outside of the ship, there are places to relax. They've got sunbeds everywhere, seating areas everywhere. They have plunge pools and jacuzzis all over. So you can literally sit at the side of the ship in a little plunge pool and overlook the ocean. They've done it really well. We are on board, and they say it's about 65% full, and it doesn't feel like there's hardly anyone here. Honestly, there's so much space.
No queues for anything, always a personal attention. Everybody walk past, knows your name. It's quite
yeah, really, really great.
The Wi-Fi on board is brilliant. It's really good. And we just sat here, driving into Dubrovnik port. The water's flat, I get that. But this boat, the only way you know it's moving is if you look out the window.
Can't hear it at all.
I know,
You just hear the sea.
It's incredible. So, yeah, you know you're in a brand newly built ship.
Spa on board is really lovely. It feels really luxurious. They've got treatment rooms for facials, massages. They have couples room, which looks really great. There was really good beauty salon, wasn't there, where you're going to go and get your hair cut from.
Oh, that's right. I thought you were going to turn it into treatment.
So anything that you need, pedicure, manicure, haircuts, whether it's a blow dry, it was all there. Why is that funny?
Nothing.
It was all there. There were steam rooms, ice rooms, therapy pools, hydrotherapy pools.
Yeah.
There was an outdoor sunbathing area, lots of relaxation rooms. They had marble relaxation beds as well.
Yeah, heated marble.
Yeah, they use really great Swiss products.
Dr. Levy.
Dr. Levy, yeah. The menu was extensive of what you can have done, but they weren't cheap prices, but then you wouldn't really expect that on a cruise like this. I think they said they had some offers on while we were on board as well.
Yeah, 50% more time.
Yeah, which was great. So we're definitely going to go and have a massage and just see what it's all about.
Give it a go.
Yeah, but very, very lovely. Entertainment on board isn't quite what it is on some of the major cruise liners. So Explora have positioned themselves right at the top of the market along with the Seabourn's Crystal Silver Seas. So, so they haven't got like that big Broadway show going on. There was, the first night there was
some music and some entertainment.
But mainly it's a lot more local.
Good artists.
Yeah, understated, isn't it, the entertainment? So just to give you an idea, this is what comes to our room every morning, and this is the day's activity. It starts at 7 o'clock, where you can have your massages and your morning yoga. Then they go to 8 o'clock pickleball, basketball, there's anti-aging strength, there's board games, and it goes through the whole day, and it tells you about the trivia they do and about the sing-alongs that they've got and the cocktail making. So it goes all the way through to the evening where they have like their disco and their evening entertainment. If you don't want to do anything, you wouldn't even know it was happening. We haven't actually seen evidence of anything at all. So it's there if you want it, and if you don't want it, absolutely no problem at all. Just do your own thing. So that's been really lovely.
Yeah.
No one's getting you off of your sunbed to go and to do water sports in the pool, that's for sure. So we've done a couple of shore excursions. We've been to Paros and Kefalonia. And because we're not really cruisers, we've not done this before. So I was really pleasantly surprised about how the tender system works here. So they don't actually go into the port, do they?
No, we don't go port side. We just park outside. So you can look at your ship from the coffee shop whenever you're on shore.
And that's really because of the destinations they're choosing. I think they're going more offbeat. They're the smaller, untapped destinations. We haven't seen one other cruise ship at the docks where we've been in at all. So that's been really, really great. But you get on a tender boat. So they start their tenders going about 9 o'clock in the morning, and then they go all day. And there's always one there. So they rotate, and there's always someone there to take you or to pick you up. It's been for us like a 10-minute tender journey in. They drop you off, and then you can come back whenever you like.
Don't forget to take you've got a key with your room, and this is quite interesting, so that they log you in and log you out, just so that they know that they don't get any stowaways. And if I got half a chance, I'd be a stowaway on this one. Boy, oh boy. But also, there's any other yachts that are in the areas and in the marinas where this yacht goes are private yachts, some pretty spectacular private yachts. So we're amongst some well-heeled company.
Yeah, and it's been so lovely to get off and see the local area. So tendering is a big tick, very comfortable, much bigger than I thought.
And not so many people as you swarm onto the port. So it's actually not this sort of thing where you think we got 5,000 people all swarming onto a port, overwhelming like locusts and then swarming back off again. None of it, absolutely none of it.
No. Also though, because we were slightly nervous, being first-time cruisers, about going ashore with lots of other people, we did pre-book what we wanted to do when we arrived in Paros and in Kefalonia, which I would really highly recommend. The thought of getting off and knowing you've got someone there to meet you, to pick up your transport, to take you somewhere, to do your excursion, which you can pre-book on board if you want to do excursions with the rest of the cruise clients, or pick up a boat or whatever you want to do. There's plenty going on, but the shore excursions are really, really good. They do talks in advance to tell you what the excursions are all about. There's lots of historical places you can go visit.
This is a rare sight. It's a Rolex shop, but you can actually buy them. Look, there's Rolexes there, and this is official dealer. More, including Seals and Explorers, and so yeah, quite a find. This is one of the few places in the world where you can actually go to a Rolex dealer and buy a Rolex.